So this was the room that our heroes walked into with my now correctly placed alchemy bench. And as you can see with Talespire, you can get right down deep into the dungeon and see what it actually looks like. And here's the view I think either Alan or Archibald have, where they were standing guard looking all the way down the corridor to the first room that we actually entered, with the wizard's bench in there. If we do try to get close to that, actually by looking, it's not really a true wizard's bench. It is actually a some kind of working bench with schematics. So maybe that's something that we will that will come to light if we carry on with the adventure forward once we've actually rescued the lost adventurer. And then if we dive all the way through, that will actually take us to the room where we did actually have the battle with the Skaven, which we saw some some heroics from Archibald there as well. With all of that said though, let's get back to it and let's run those titles. And now let's move on and see where the next door brings us to. So we'll still leave Alan in this corner just to make sure that we do not get surprised all along this long corridor. That will give us plenty of time to react. What we will do is with Haradir, he can check the bookcase to see if there is anything of interest. And a 3 I would say is certainly not, but we will have one more check. And as you can see with a bookcase, 1 to 10 is nothing of interest. So now we'll open the doors, and we'll do that first this time. And we will roll a d12, and if it's odd, it will be a room, and if it's even, it will be a passageway. It is a passageway. Let's find out how long that is. Remembering, if we roll and it says 3 long, we will only take it as a 3 long if it is a 12. All the other results for a 3 long will be 2. And that's 4. That might be a very short corridor. 4 is actually just 2 sections long. So we'll add that first, and then we'll take features now. And then we'll look at the ends once we've got the corridor in place. But let's check the features. 2d6. 2d12, sorry. 10. Nothing of interest. Let's just get the corridor in place. So here is our passage of 10 spaces each way. What we'll do now is we will roll 2 dice, firstly for the left hand side. It's a 15, and then for the right hand side. A 4. A 15 is a left hand turn, and a 4 is a dead end. So let's roll our exploration dice now and see if there is any more wandering monsters or a trap. Nope. And now let's move our heroes hopefully into position. Remember, they can move 12 on an exploration phase. So let's explore the length of the corridor. A 9, that's 2. Let's see what is in the corridor. Is an 8. I get the feeling that could be empty. 8 is nothing. Let's look to the end. 15. A left turn. Oh dear, I think we've just done a circle on ourselves. Well, I actually forgot to press record, and you missed the journey of our adventurers from this corner here all the way along this abandoned corridor. They didn't uncover any traps, there were certainly no wandering monsters, and now they are all lined up ready to explore onwards and maybe head in the direction that they probably should have gone in the first place. So we are going to do another roll, and we will look to see what the corridor has in store for us that projects out here. Let's see how long that's going to be. 6. That is 2 sections long. Let's see if anything is in it, and let's do that, and then we'll roll again for the ending. So for contents, is 20. And for the ending, 19. 2 large rolls. Let's see what they are. 20. 2 doors. And at the end, stairs going down. We're not going to use the stairs down because the only stairs down will actually be in quest rooms. I'm not going to use stairs up because I want this to be the only entrance. So what we will do is we will re-roll, and if it's anything that does not make sense, it will become a dead end. So let's have one more roll. A right hand turn. So here we have our new corridor with the 2 doors, and if we look along we can see all around where we have been in this complete maze. So now though, before we can get to the doors, we roll a d12, and hopefully it will not be a 1 or a 12. Again, we always seem to get close, but we are good. So we could line up for one door, or do we line up to both? It's a real good question. I think we line up for both, maybe. Bit of a risk, but let's do it. So at the far side we'll put the captain and sergeant, and here we will put the Ulfric and Haradir. So let's line them up. And what I'll do is actually let's have a henchman card here, and that hero's over this or solve. So let's move next. And then module. Let's get the elf. So 3 doors, 1, 2, 3. And let's go with it in the mix also. And without a doubt, the first thing we'll do is we'll open this door and see what's there. So we know it's going to be a room because we're coming from the corridor. What type of room? So now, if you remember, we have actually gone through 5 rooms, I believe. Let's quickly check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're now onto the room 6 chart. But let's just roll this dice and see what we have. A 1. We just seem to get nothing but normal rooms. A 1 on the 6 and 7 is still a standard normal room. Let's just open the next door for our henchmen and see what they find. So this will be room 7 on the 7 rooms, on the 6 and 7 rooms. 11. I think we've just found the quest room and we're out of position. Let's double check. Quest room. So let's map this out and we will come back and see what the dungeon now looks like. So I had to use some artistic license here, unfortunately, but please allow me that. So we have a very small room that's almost a corridor but locked off. And then we have our 5 by 10 quest room. Before I even progress further, I'm going to roll firstly for the normal room and to see if there are any additional doors and if there is any furniture. So the first dice will be doors. 5 and 8. Let's take a look. 1 door. 8 is a cupboard. So obviously this is some kind of storeroom that will also have a door leading into the quest room. Handy. Let's put the cupboard in place. Now, with the door and the cupboard in place, let's see if there are any additional doors in the quest room and again any furniture. So for there to be another door we'd have to roll 2, otherwise we'll take it that this is the 1 door obviously. So doors first, then furniture for the quest room. Doors first 5, furniture 3, I think that's no for both but we'll double check. And remember, because it's the quest room, we also have 2 chests and we will have our prisoner in there as well. No furniture and the 1 door as we said. So let's find out what occupants we have in our quest room. 8. In our quest room, we're just 1 shy, that's handy. 6 warriors, 1 sentry and 1 warlord. Sentry has nowhere to go, so that's a bit of luck. Let's place the 6 warriors, 1 sentry, and the warlord. So here we have our quest room with the 6 Skaven warriors, the sentry standing right by the door ready to try and get through, and our warlord. How's this battle going to pan out? Obviously the plan is to attack from both sides. We'll come in this way, we'll come round here. The sentry's going to open this door at some point and get a fright, I think. And then hopefully our wizard can get a fireball or flames off and kill as many as possible. And then hopefully we can rescue our captured adventurer and get back to the inn for a refreshing brew. Let's see what happens.
This is Ulfric Deathbringer. Thank you for watching my bouts of strength and heroicness. Stay tuned for next time when the big battle will finally take place. Watch me crush the dirty rat men. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe to my legendary story.